Imagine being 12 years old and feeling that death was a better option than life. Avery Haynes now with tonight's inside story about one girl's journey from victim to survivor. Avery.
And Roger, Dannecia Green has suffered more in her 12 years of life than even seems bearable. First, there was the accident as a toddler that scarred her on the outside, and then the bullying that for a time destroyed her on the inside. Tonight's inside story, the 7 days that changed Dannecia. What you're looking at right now is a pretty typical summer camp scene. Big buses pulling up to the great outdoors. Luggage-laden campers being engulfed in the warmth of a special welcome.
Over here, over here!
Dannecia couldn't sleep last night. She was so excited about this very moment.
I can't wait for camp. I don't want to go to bed. Mom is like, go to bed now.
Dannecia is 12 years old, and this camp is not just a camp. It's an escape from a cruel life.
I have this different feeling when I'm around here than when I'm at school.
Because being at school sometimes makes Dannecia want to die.
I think about why me this has to happen, and I look at everyone else and I usually have this feeling that I want to kill myself.
What makes you think that you'd be better off dead?
Because people make fun of me. It's like I'm not even supposed to be here. It's like that's what I feel. It makes me feel like I don't even want to be here in this world.
Dannecia's story begins in Jamaica when she was a toddler. The details are vague. A pot of boiling soup left unattended, a curious little girl.
My grandma told me that I was crawling on the floor and then I accidentally spilled it on me.
Dannecia received almost no treatment for the burns that devoured her ears, her scalp, and her arms. 3 years ago, she moved to Toronto and has undergone major surgeries at Sick Kids Hospital.
She had about 7 surgeries and still more to go.
What surgeries has she had?
Both ears. She had no ears. She wasn't able to wear glasses or anything like that. And now she's able to put her glasses on.
The burns, the surgeries are painful, but it's the cruelty of kids that's excruciating.
It's pretty hard sometimes when you think about it. It's like painful and it makes me cry, and it's pretty sad.
She would come home constantly crying, not wanting to go back to school. Kids were teasing her, calling her names, ugly, and because she's burned up, all nasty stuff. So she had a hard time adjusting.
They call me anything, like anything that has something to do with burn, like burnt toast.
What do you wish kids knew? What do you wish you could sit them down and say?
I would tell them that you don't know what I've been through, so you shouldn't make fun of me. It was an accident. I wasn't born like this.
Do last but not least, have fun.
Exactly.
Dannecia is about to enter grade 8, and she had never before met another child with burns until Camp Bucko.
Haircut.
And all you need to know about this camp is summed up in a smile.
Camp Bucko is amazing. There are people out there that experience worse than me, and it's really amazing there. There are so many people out there that's burned, and it's amazing that they have a guts to go out there and express themselves.
At school, Dannecia says she doesn't have even one friend.
I'm from Jamaica and I came here 3 years ago.
This week in the country is an escape from the stares, from the taunts, and the loneliness. Do you think that going to Camp Bucko changed you?
Yes. All those people that I know will bother me again, I just don't pay attention to them no more.
And now you feel what?
I feel new. It's like I'm just a different person. I'm not that girl who would just look at myself the way I used to.
And it's just so amazing to see Dannecia, the change from when she's at home talking about what life is like to versus that smile that just erupts on her face.
Glowing. Yeah. She's glowing at the camp.
And I think, when all of us want to find people who are like us in life, right? Yeah. Particularly when you're a 12-year-old girl.
And especially going through something like that.
Yeah, to be able to be at Camp Bucko where she sees other kids and she can get help. When she first came from Jamaica 3 years ago, because they didn't have the kind of medicine that we have here, her arms were actually rigid like this from the burns.
She couldn't move them.
She couldn't extend them. So the surgeries, amongst those 7 surgeries, have actually been to extend as well. She's an amazing, beautiful, strong girl. And I just want to let you know, coming up on Thursday, the Inside Story is going to take you back to Camp Bucko and hear the story of a firefighter who found his future at this camp when he was a little boy.
You sound like a big supporter of Camp Bucko.
I am a big supporter, I am. And I'd also love to hear your stories, ideas, and suggestions for the Inside Story. You can reach out to me on Twitter at CityAvery.
And the Inside Story runs every Tuesday and Thursday on City News. All segments, of course, are on our website, citynews.ca.